Unity Arena, we are going to begin. Dear Hamilton friends in Unity Arena, this is the first game for both Norway and Brazil, and it's our big possibility to give these two teams the best start to the championships. Let's make some noise! No. We can do much better! I said, make some noise! That's how it's done! Presented by Let's play!
landslaget. Vi har bedt alle våre fans og tilskuere om å utvise fair play og respekt overfor alle spillere, ledere og dommere. Støtt begge lag på en rettferdig måte og bidra til en positiv atmosfære i arenaen. Bruk stemmen din og vis oss din støtte.
Hello and welcome to the Unity Arena in Oslo, Norway, and to day 2 at the 2025 IHF Men's Handball World Championship. Jointly hosted this time round by Norway, Denmark and Croatia. The groups in Denmark and Croatia got underway yesterday, but today is the beginning here in Norway, where the competition will finish in this very arena in just under 3 weeks' time. 32 teams starting out on the journey. And this is the match that the locals are waiting for. It's the first game for co-hosts Norway in their own backyard, up against Brazil. So the flag of the International Handball Federation first to come out. 32 teams embarking on this journey. 8 groups of 4. The top 3 in each group go through to the main round. The bottom team goes into the President's Cup, a consolation round. So that's the goal for everybody. And Sir Christian O'Sullivan, captain of the Norway team, sidles up to the entrance, ready for the moment they have been waiting for months. The preparation is over. It is now time to step on and deliver the goods. Christian O'Sullivan, who's played over 200 internationals for his country, and is just 3 shy of his 300 goals. And he's first on court. Here come Norway. Christian O'Sullivan playing in his 5th World Championship, a hugely experienced lineup. Sagosen has just come out. He's a big name. 865 goals for Norway for the left back. Plays for Kolstad, Norwegian champions, but is heading off to Denmark next year. Going to play for Aalborg, team he played for earlier in his career. There are a couple of players already on 200+ internationals, quite a few lurching towards the 150th. Solstad next out. August Pedersen plays for Flensburg in Germany. Norway, who finished 6th at the World Championships 2 years ago. There's their coach Jonas Wieler in charge since 2022, taking over from Christian Berger. And now a new-look Brazil team, very much with an eye on the future. This is going to be a big start for them in this competition. The captain is Thiago Petrus, who plays for Barcelona, playing his 170th international. But it's a team that is fielding 7 players making their debut at the major championship, and 4 others who have only played in the South and Central American Championship last year. So it really is a new-look team. They still balance it with some good experience. We mentioned Petrus, but there's also Langaro, who's on 94 internationals, Rodriguez, Hakbat, and in goal, Angel Rosa, 51 internationals. But it is very much new look, and it's preparation for the future with an eye on the next Olympics. This often happens after the Olympic Games. Many players will step down, the changes are rung. Finally, Jean-Pierre Dupoux, French-born player who plays for Tremblay in France, and Marcus Oliveira, coach of Brazil since 2019. Also coaches Tobate. So the referees for today's match, the brothers Karim and Raouf Gasmi, officiating at their 4th World Championship. The table today, the main officials, Jovan Popadic of Serbia, the IHF official, and the IHF observer is Jon Müller Nielsen of Denmark. So with all the presentations made, it's going to be time for the national anthems. It will be Norway first. We are joined today by King Harald of Norway in the audience.
Som da liberdade, raios fúlgidos brilhou no céu da pátria nesse instante. Gigante pela própria natureza, esperas continuar.
Teams have played each other 6 times in official competition, with Norway winning all 6 encounters. You have to go all the way back to January 2011 for the only Brazilian victory in a friendly. Most recent encounter was a couple of years back, 2023. They met also the Tokyo Olympic qualification tournament, and 4 World Championships before that, all of them Norwegian wins. Well, earlier today, Portugal beat the USA 30-21 in the opening match in Group B, and currently sit top of the table. All that, of course, could change as Norway now take on Brazil. Teams who know each other well, but in fact, it's, of course, a very, very different-looking Brazil team with substantial changes. So the lineup for Norway, left-back Orr and line player Gullerud are the ones left out today. We expect them to start with Barthold on the left wing, Björnsson on the right wing, Øverby on the line with Sagosen, Grøndal and Rød across the back, and Bergerud in goal. And the captain, O'Sullivan, should be coming in for Grøndal in defence. But Jonas Villa, their coach, hoping that home support will lift them onto the podium this time round. Well, for Brazil, the good news is that Monte is fit again after injuring his ankle in a warm-up game against Germany. But they are here without line player Moreira. Today it's line players Pinheiro and left-back Alves Montes who are left out of the lineup. They do have experience in most positions except the centre, where Barros, Freitas and Filo are all new to the team. it certainly is a drastic change by Marcus Oliveira, the coach, who has brought in no less than 12 new players into the lineup. So Christian O'Sullivan is on his 203rd international game, the Magdeburg playmaker, but used primarily in defence. He's 3 goals shy of 300 goals. Not bad for someone used in defence. And Petrus, the captain of Brazil, 234 goals to his name in 169 appearances. He does tend to work a lot more in defence these days. So the countdown is on for the first home match for Norway. So Norway in the white tops and the blue shorts throw off against Brazil in the all-green in Group E in the preliminary round of the 2025 IHF Men's Handball World Championships here in the Unity Arena in Oslo. First match for the host nation, I should say joint host nation, since Croatia and Denmark are also hosting groups. Paul Gray here with you for this game. Norway will be hoping to get things started with a good, strong win here today against a new-look Brazilian team with no less than 12 players making their debut at the World Championship. Still a lot of experience and plenty to be wary about. So it is very much the lineup we expected across the back. Grøndal, who's been outstanding as a playmaker since coming into the role, and Sagosen, who else, scores the opener for Norway. Second line goes in for Brazil. The referees pitch in early and just say, cut it down. This is a friendly warning last time. Cards will come out next time, and little thumbs up there from Overbu. No stranger to being spoken to by the referee. Bit of an occupational hazard for him. So we've got Rodriguez, Filo, relative newcomer, and Langaro, who started across the back for Brazil. Breakthrough, a lot of spin, but not enough to turn around that corner. Bergerud came out and made it very difficult for him. Quick play, Sagosen looks to the line, Overbu, and another one. And Norway 2 up inside 2 minutes. Beautiful play and a lovely assist by Sagosen. So on the line, it's Oliveira who has started for Brazil. Dupont on the far wing. Little handoff, got a stumble. Patient build-up. Langaro tries to turn off the defender. That doesn't go anywhere, and that's going to be a free throw. Mr. Silva on the right wing. Passive play call now by the referees. Brazil have 4 passes to get the shot away. Langaro tries it, good save. Bergerud reacts quickly, fast break is on. Sagosen again with an assist. Beautiful vision to find Johnson up front. Johnson's 742nd international goal as Bergerud makes the save off his first challenge. Well, not the start that Brazil wanted here. 3-0 down, 3.5 minutes played in this opening match in Group E. Rodriguez. And it's a yellow card now. Sagosen, bit of holding on the line. Sagosen, who scored 58 goals for Kolstad in the Norwegian League this year. And he's shifting off, though, next summer to Aalborg in Denmark. Looking for a bit of space. Bergerud, that's a comfortable save. It was down the middle. Good long pass, O'Sullivan. Johnson hammers that one away, and every mistake is being punished. Bergerud saves his second shot. O'Sullivan picks up the ball on that single pass. And that's the net result. 4-0. Tries to pass to the line, that's blocked. Last time they met in the World Championship goes all the way back to France in 2017 when Norway won 39-26. Won in 3 other World Championships. Oh, lovely pass to the line, but the defence closes immediately and absolutely no way through there for Oliveira. Oliveira, who plays for Sporting in Portugal. Long-range shot, they needed that. They needed it really badly. And Langaro, with a long-range effort, scores Brazil's first goal almost on the stroke of 5 minutes played. And Bergerud touched it, but that's not good enough. So Langaro scoring, plays for Dinamo Bucharest in Romania. Currently top of the league there, helped by 36 goals from him. Grøndal. Good. Oh, lovely shot. So much power. Looks to the line. Oh, and another brilliant save. Good reaction by O'Sullivan. Realised that Bjornsson was covered. Is it over? Not given. First save. Oh, that was very high. Overby took his hand away very quickly, but it appeared to be near face height on Filo. Brazilian playmaker, not making too much of it. 30 years of age, just 1 international matches and 2 goals played for his country. Plays for Al Ahly in the United Arab Emirates. Langaro! Oh, over the line, and Langaro again. An opportunistic effort, but it worked. Bergerud, then he saw that come in the last second. Little sidestep. Grøndal on the left side. To the line. Oh, he's drawing so much attention this time. Overby sees it come off the keeper. He looks to the referee, nothing given. Langaro. Now there's a gap in the middle, but he fumbles the ball. And now the break is on. Overby back again. Rød is free on the right, not anymore. And they'll bring the ball back now and set it up. Allows O'Sullivan to come off and Grøndal to go on the defense switch. And Jonas Villa is going to make another change. Solstad's going to go in on the line for Overby. After he missed a couple of shots, Solstad plays for Hanover in the German Bundesliga. And our first 2-minute suspension of the game. And so off goes Edney Oliveira. Push in the back. Nice welcome for Rød. 7.5 minutes played, 5-2 Norway are leading. 4-0 up at one point. At least Brazil have got going now. But such is the danger with Sagosen that they keep on pushing up 2 players onto him and he's finding the line every time. Rød teases a bit. They need to get themselves back in shape again. He tried to suck in the defender, but no go this time. Rodriguez not having it. Into the line again, and at the moment Brazil struggling to control the line. Solstad, the scorer. What a lovely assist as well by Grøndal. Took his time, straight under the leg. Frustration for Rangel da Rosa. So Brazil with that suspension, playing with an empty goal, putting on the extra attacker. Line switch. Dupou goes back in on the left wing. Into the line this time. Good save, but it won't count because it's a penalty. fouled in the act of shooting. Guilherme Borges plays for Istres in France. Clearly bundled over. Opportunity for Dupont. Oh, tried to be cheeky, but Bergerud comes off best and makes his 4th save. Well, great reaction around the arena here. 15,000-seater. Rode again. Well, if they stand back, they're going to pay the price every time. Great reaction. Brazil are now back to full strength at least. But it doesn't matter because team timeout is called by Brazil. They use their first of the game. It's been a torrid start for them against the hosts here.
Ei, Denis, vem pro jogo agora, vamos fazer a circulação 2, ok? Vamos pra cá, só que joga com passe a mais, vai pegar o cruzamento aqui. Volta no tempo pra bloquear, bater esse jogo aqui. Rani, se ele tiver linha, tem que ter um chute. Ei, temos que melhorar o retorno defensivo, nós temos o Marquinhos que pode defender de 2 e o JP. Primeiro homem, o central não deu, ele retorna aqui. Ei, calma, vai gol a gol, vai.
Ei, bora caralho, anda! Guerreiro, Brasil!
Brazil qualified for the World Championships by winning the South Central American Championship in Argentina last January. There was that good save by Bergerud. What a start he's had to the game, the Kolstad goalkeeper. 4 saves, a 67% save rate. Fantastic. Norway, of course, didn't have to qualify as one of the 3 co-hosts with Denmark and Croatia automatically in. So play gets underway again after Brazil used their first team timeout of the game, 7-2 down, coming up to 10 minutes played. They're struggling to find a way through. Langaro with a long-range effort and a cheeky low shot. The only 2 goals in the game so far. Here he comes again. Stick with the save, and it's him again. Langaro, number 3 for the 29-year-old. And he has now gone past the 400-goal mark for Brazil. A great effort, landmark moment for him. Bird thinks about it, draws the defence though. Rondal was going to go behind it, thought the pass was going to the wing, misread. And instead, Oud goes straight through on his own, 3 from 3 for the right back. Great start. Bird who moved from Kolstad this summer to play for Pikzseged in Hungary. 20 goals for them this season as they sit second behind their perennial rivals, Veszprem. Rodriguez. He's not had much joy on the right-hand side. Tries to get the shot away, but under too much pressure. It's Denis Barros who's come on. He's in his very first major championship for Brazil, the number 75. He's the top scorer of his club, Nova, in the Spanish second division, with 100 goals this year in 15 matches. But here today against Norway, it's been another kettle of fish. Langaro tries to go through, looking for the line. He'll get the free throw on that one. 11 minutes of play, and Brazil have only managed 3 goals against this tough defence. It's a passive play call now. 4 passes to get the shot away, and hammered in. And again, Langaro. At the moment, it's a one-man scoring machine. Into the left wing, good save. Da Rosa, goalkeeper ball. Makes his 3rd save from 11 shots off Bartol. Decent angle too. He was leaning back in, you could see it coming on the near post. Well read. They've settled down a little bit, Brazil, but it's Langaro who's keeping the minute at the moment. And here he goes again. This time it's blocked by the defense, but he came off a defender's foot. That was unlucky. Sullivan just catching it as it dropped to the ground. Barros. Nice breakthrough. And what a reaction. Great reaction by Barros in his first international game at the World Championship. He played in the 2 warm-up games when they lost very close games against Germany. But this one is special. 4-0 down. Brazil have actually outscored Norway since then. 5-1. 5-4 rather. Need to do my maths O-level again. Sagosen. Oh, it's stolen. The break is on. He's not going to get there. Ruud's already there. It needed a quicker pass to the left side. They'll have to bring the ball back and set it up. And Rosa has come all the way up, the goalkeeper, to help while they're making substitution between attack and defense. Wholesale changes now for Brazil, and Langaro is coming off. On comes Monte. The left back, Monte, who plays for Montpellier in France. Carvalho has come on as well. 27-year-old right back who plays for Chartres in France as well. Really is a new-look side. Again, the ball is stolen. Ruud throws himself on the loose one. O'Sullivan looking for options already. Quick down to Sagosen. And for the moment, O'Sullivan's racing up and out of shot. The goalkeeper's come off to try and speed up the transition. Coming up to 4 minutes without a goal for Norway, who just need to get going again. So, dummied the shot. It's a penalty. Got a little shove on the way through, Sagosen. Nice dummy to get started on the move. So we've got to change the goalkeeper for Brazil. Into goal comes Matheus Martins. Plays for Pinheiros. He's up against Grøndal. Goes down very early, and it's an easy job for Grøndal. Committed himself very quickly. Fans enjoying that. Martins, another one, playing in his first World Championship. And so we reach the midway point in the first half. The 9-5 lead to Norway. It's going to be a free throw. Monte, who's a very explosive player. 26 goals in just 9 appearances for Brazil. Monte, but turned his ankle in the opening match against Germany in their warm-up. There were some fears. That's going to be another free throw. Brazil did well, though. They only lost 26-28 and 25-32 in the opening game when Monte got injured. Free throw only. He was hoping for a little bit more maybe on that one. Has a quick look, changes direction, sucked in 2 defenders. At a slightly slow reaction, Barros needed to come quicker around the left side and use the space it created. Instead, he looked over. There was no one there. Almost through. That's a penalty. Shoved by Sagosen. Karim Gasmi, the referee, just has a quick word. Yep, that's you. That was on a passive play call as well. So up steps Rudolf Hagbart. And scores. Plays for Cuenca in Spain. 80 goals for them this year, 23 of them penalties. He's was a pretty damp hand. Brazilians back within 3. Any thoughts early on that Norway might steamroller this less experienced Brazilian side? They've now been dismissed. Sagerson goes through. Oh, well read. Da Rosa. Back come Brazil. Suddenly the Norwegian defence slightly losing its shape. So Petrus, the captain, who's only being used in defence at the moment, substituting with Barros. Monte, long-range shot. And suddenly it's starting to look like a very different game. 2 goals in it. Well, one player flattened 3 defenders to make the space. Look at that. Lack of communication. Someone should have been up front. Monte very happy with that. Norway goalless in the last 3.5 minutes just gone. Bartol comes around. Second line. And now change at the back for Norway. Bring on Simon Luse, who's got a big shot on him, the number 43. Oh, there you go. That's the one. He's just come on and immediately scores. And that might just relax them a little bit. Another one of the Kolstad contingent. An absolute bullet of a pass. Or a shot, I should say. And that was just a blur to Da Rosa. Still only a 3-goal lead, though, and Kent Harry Tønnesen has now come on, the Paris Saint-Germain right back, as coach Jonas Wieler struggles to find a combination that can maintain the momentum here. Another agricultural challenge there. Nice Solstad has got to be a little bit careful, coming a long way forwards. Monte didn't quite manage to open up the space as O'Sullivan managed to stay the right side of him to stop him releasing the ball. And the defence coming in a little too close. O'Sullivan's being told that next time you could be off, and he's saying, well, hang on, they passed the ball. Once they passed it, I charged up. I'm lightning quick. So passive play call. Oh, this time he gets it. Bergerud. 5th save. Loose to the line. Solstad. Oh, what a save. Da Rosa. And now it's Brazil who break. Petrus. No time to change at the moment. Monte. Tried to pass to the wing, but under pressure, he's got a free throw. Solstad's coming off. Monte, well, he's made a bit of a difference since coming on as well, between Monte and Langaro. Because he's sucking in defenders and making space for the players around him. Plenty for Wieler to think about, the coach. Norway, for their part, played in a Four Nations tournament in Spain as a warm-up for the World Championships. Beat Romania and Egypt, and they just lost to host Spain 31-33 in the final. Not a bad exercise. Monte accelerates, but there's no space there. Runs into a traffic jam of defenders. Tønnesen, gets on top of him. Monte unfortunately slid, because if he could just have maintained his momentum, Tønnesen was in trouble. He gets past him, his hands over the top, now he's holding from behind. Monte might even have hoped he would have got more for that anyway. It's too many steps, turnover. O'Sullivan, who's delivered the ball superbly straight out of defence. Hands off to O'Sullivan drops to the line. Penalty. Well, they didn't even have time to take O'Sullivan off. Now he tees up nicely. Björnsson came around on the line. Foul, shove in the back. So once more, Grøndal steps up to take it. Hammers it away. He's a past master of these penalties, having scored 43 for his club Gilge in the Danish league this year, in a haul of 105 goals. Some going. He's actually third top scorer in the Danish league. Professionally done, with a bit of spin on it too. But it's still only a 4-goal lead. It's Brazil now who've been kept quiet for the last 4 minutes. The initiative slipping from one side to the other. Second line goes in, Hackbart's come around. Trying to make a bit of space for the back players. Monte. Dummies the shot one way. It's going to be a free throw. Doesn't quite look threatening enough when he's coming in. Vinicius Carvalho, the right back who plays in France for Chartres. That's more like a bit of acceleration, suddenly dart into the gap. Meanwhile, Uvebu is back, having had a bit of a break. Plugging things in defense for the moment. Passive play call now against Brazil. Monte. That's more like it. That's the explosiveness they need. And Carvalho gets his first. It's also his first World Championship goal. Grøndal. Luis decides to slow things down, wants to switch. Nice little cross. Good finish too by Carvalho. Brazil who... oh, unlucky for Lusa, and it's well recovered on the wing by Hackbart. Brazil lost the final of the Pan American Games at the end of 2023, which meant that they missed out on automatic qualification to the Olympics in Paris, and then didn't qualify in the qualification tournament. So really are looking now to the future after that. Finishing 17th at the last World Championships, disappointing by their standards. That's nicely done. Open up the wing really well. And Rodriguez, who's replaced Dupou, hammers that one away. I should say it's Matos Santos, beg your pardon. Decent angle. Guru chose the wrong side. Only 2 goals in it again. Luis Grøndal into the wing. Now there's a decent angle. Björnsson beautifully done. Little broken wrist shot. Moves his arm fast, but drops his wrist back as he releases the ball. Just takes the pace off. Shades it over the keeper. 12-9. 5 minutes to go in the first half. The thing with the Brazil team is, although they brought in these 12 players making their debut in a World Championship, they're not old players, but they're not young either. We've got players sort of 27, 26 coming into those new roles in the team. Even Philo's 30. Carvalho gets his second, and once again they're within 2. Turnover. Really has been a half of swings and roundabouts, this one. It's the second turnover for Norway. Brazil have had 3. Each team has had good spells of control in the match. Crowd who were cheering wildly at 4-0 have now settled into a more muted approach. Dummies to the line. Almost too much. Oh, Monte sucks in the two defenders. What a save, Bergerud. His sixth. Bartol comes around, there's no space for him. O'Sullivan heads off as Grøndal comes on, and if you think they've got too many players on court, they haven't, because quite a few teams do this. Bergerud, the goalkeeper, came off to allow the substitution to be done quicker. Allows him to have a quick chat with the other goalkeeper, Andre Christensen, who's been picked ahead of Severos for this World Championship, the Sporting goalkeeper, his first major competition. Bartol scores this time. Two and a half minutes to go in the first half. It's going to be a free throw for Brazil. So look there, quick play, opens a good angle, just beats Da Rosa. Brazil have had their chances, 56% success rate on their shooting, somewhat below par. Norway on 68% is probably just above par. Tries to find a way through, oh, just squeezes it past. And once more, it's a two-goal game. Monte, at left back, then suddenly finds himself at right back. Just hesitated a moment, then charged through. Lusa, too flat-footed and too close to the line to do much about it. 1.5 minutes remaining. Tønnesen, straight through. Hammers that one away. The Paris Saint-Germain right back. First goal of the game for him. Absolutely blasted it. Huge space. Villa happy with that. Maybe more relief. Brazil have caught some of the big nations napping at the start of World Championships before. Caught Spain previously, and now it's a 2-minute suspension. A rather wry smile there from Overbu. Kept on holding Monte from behind and the shirt. So they will finish the first half and start the second short-handed. Well inside the last minute of the first half, and a chance here for Brazil to bring it back to 2, and maybe, who knows, even 1. That might put the jitters into the Norwegian team going into the half-time break. So Langaro is back into the line. Had to think about it, and there it is. 2-goal game all over again. One very happy Borges. His first goal at a World Championship as well. Player from Istres in France. And with 25 seconds remaining, Norway take their first team time out of the game. May as well, you're going to lose it otherwise. Initiative certainly not with them anymore.
Ja, altså, vi kjører begge to likt sammen om det er 5-1 eller 6-0. Norton fra Kissa, rett inn i Norge. Hvis de står i 5-1 fortsatt, så stretcher jeg tønna, og så åpner vi for at du skal ta den. Hvis de da går ned igjen, så åpner du for meg hvis det er 6-0. Ok? Spill ut tida. Spill ut tida. Ja, vekk. Kom on, boys. Kom on, boys. Norge på 3, 1, 2, 3. Norge!
So Grøndal with his views, and we're graced today by the attendance of His Majesty the King of Norway, Harald. So say that Prime Minister is here today, Jonas Gahr Støre. Brazil pushing very deep, looking to try and steal it back. They've got the extra player. They have tasked Matos Santos to go all the way up front. It's forcing Norway to build up from a long way out. Sagosen is back again. Tunnison, oh, could go through. It'll be a free throw only, and that'll be the last action of the first half. And with the buzzer going, it'll need to be a straight shot. Might be one for Rød. Oh, Sagosen fancies it. The whole defense lined up in front of him, 3 meters away. And we've seen a few of these go in. Don't discount it just yet. Straight into the wall though, and no harm done, and that is the end of the first half. And after a brisk start by Norway going 4-0 up, Brazil have got themselves back into the game, and it's ebbed and flowed with each team having its moments of control. But at the break, it's a 2-goal lead for Norway. The score at the break here, Norway 14, Brazil 12. Brazil initially kept in the game by Langaro with some fantastic long-range shooting. And surprisingly, when he was doing so well, he was then taken off. Monte came on. And although he hasn't scored quite the same number, he has been influential nevertheless. With a couple of goals, but also drawing the defenders and making space for his teammates. Well, Brazil won't be unhappy with the scoreline here at the break. Especially given how many players they've been turning over. So let's have a look then at the statistics from the first half. Shooting efficiency is improving for Brazil now. It's up to 60%. That's getting more to where you'd expect it. 67% for Norway. That's on par. And 3 fast breaks for Norway. Only 2 of them scored, mind you. Brazil haven't had any. It's maybe not quite their forte here. And the goalkeeper save rate, 33%. For Bergerud in the end with 6 saves, while Da Rosa primarily is on 5 saves and a 26% save rate. Certainly has been challenging. So there was that good start at the top by Norway, and then Brazil woke up and got themselves back into the game. And then it's been very much nip and tuck at the end, with Brazil having a good spell, and then Norway just tidying up a little bit right at the back end of the half. The scoring for Norway then, 2 fast breaks, 2 penalties, and 3 breakthroughs. The wings not getting a huge amount of service, but in fairness, a lot of it has been straight down the middle, with the breakthroughs and some nice long-range shooting as well. Rød has hammered a few away, and Sagosen. For Brazil, well, there has been some good long-range efforts with Langaro and Monte there. 5 in the center, and then 1 on the left side, 1 from the other side. They've struggled to find the ball into the line and scored 1 from 2 penalties only and 2 from 3 breakthroughs. So at half-time in this Group E preliminary round match of the World Championships, the co-host Norway are just 2 goals up against Brazil. We're going to take a break as well. Join us again for the second half. We'll see you then.
Every small action we take is a new possibility to make an impact. All over the world, we're fighting a battle we can't afford to lose. So let's win it together.
It's time. Dear Norway fans, here in the arena, it's been incredible, fantastic first half, exciting, and Norway is leading by 2. We're waiting for the second half in a few minutes. Remember to download the IHF app so you can help us decide who gets the best player trophy after the match. You have also been very good in the first half, making everything exciting for the players, and let's continue with that. Now it's time for a sing-along. Let's sing to Take On Me! Unity Arena is 2 minutes to the second half. It's time for
Welcome back to the Unity Arena in Oslo, and half-time in this Group E preliminary round match. The Men's Handball World Championships. Norway are leading Brazil 14-12 at the break. Bergerud with a great first half, 6 saves, a 33% save rate. Although he has gone slightly off the boil as the half has gone on, and Brazil's shooting has been that little bit more effective. Monte, who's had a bit of an influence since coming on, but the coach, Marcus Oliveira at the back, will be pleased that his new charges here are certainly fighting hard and giving Norway plenty to think about. Christian O'Sullivan with a final huddle for him and his teammates. Christian O'Sullivan, whose father was British and indeed played for the Great Britain handball team. You're wondering where the name comes from, but he was born and brought up in Norway. Christian O'Sullivan, although currently plays for Magdeburg in Germany. So Brazil, can they maintain this in the second half, or will Norway's greater experience tell? For Norway, it would be unthinkable to lose the opening match on home soil. But they know that Brazil have a bit of a history of doing that to teams, and causing problems for high-ranked outfits. Mangaro did a great job keeping his team in the hunt when they were struggling to get some rhythm. And after that, they settled into the game a little bit more, and each team has had its spell of control. So Brazil throw off the second half here against co-hosts Norway in the Unity Arena in Oslo. Norwegians leading 14-12 at the break. It's opening match for these teams in Group E. Groups of 4, remember, with only the top 3 going through. Oh, and they're back to within 1. Perfect start to the second half. Lovely long-range effort, Rodriguez. First goal of the game. Plays for Chambéry in France. Oh, yes. And now suddenly, our nerves starting to kick in. Björnsson comes a long way around. He's going to go all the way back into his right wing now. Hasn't had much effect on this very deep defense now by Brazil, with Dupu right up at the front. And when it's needed, there's the quick reaction. And it's cancelled out immediately. Remember, Norway carrying that 2-minute suspension from the first half into the second. That was almost getting in the way of his own player, but it paid off. Oliveira, the scorer. It's his first goal. Spreading the shooting out rather well at the moment. Rød. Sagosen, scorer of the last one. Røndal breaks through over the shoulder of Da Rosa. Gets his third goal, his first smoking play. Oh, straight through, and the defense fell apart. Shake of the head by Rød. And Rodriguez with 2 goals in a minute. Meanwhile, at least, Norway are back to full strength again. Sucked in 2 defenders. Well, he did seem to get caught in the face, Rød, by a shoulder. And still just the 1-goal gap now, 2 minutes into the second half. Røndal sucks in the defence. And no way through there for Sagosen. It's a helping hand back up again. He needed to get the shot in immediately. Once he got bogged into the defence, then that was always going to be a problem. Grøndal, now the breakthrough, Rødt, that's a penalty. And that's going to be a 2-minute suspension. Caught him in mid-air, Oliveira. And that's problems for him. That's his second of the game. He's one away from a red card now. Yeah, he put his shoulder in. Referee spotting that quite comfortably. And so Grøndal steps up to the 7-meter line as Oliveira goes off. Oh, coolly done. His third penalty of the match. Proving to be quite a player, Grøndal, for Norway. He was playing for Elverum in Norway last year, where he was second top scorer in the Norwegian league with 217 goals, 90 of them penalties. He's now moved to Georgia in Denmark, where he's third top scorer with 105 goals, 43 of them penalties. He really has burst onto the international scene in a big way. Langaro sidesteps Overbu, the ball just beyond the line. It's going to be a free throw for Brazil. They too are taking out the goalkeeper whenever they're short-handed. Norway very mindful that quick interception is an easy goal down the other end at the moment. Little handoff, not the greatest pass to Langaro. Forced him to check his run. Passive play call now against Brazil. May want to think about getting the goalkeeper back in again. Long range shot, Bergerud saves it. Sagosen has a look. Quick pass down to Bjornsson. Oh, and he misses. Not sure that Rangel da Rosa even got a touch on it. Clips the bar, but it's been kept in play by Bjornsson. Well, it's been credited as a save, and that's his fourth of the game. 22%, a tad on the low side, but then again, when you're hit by fast break after fast break, beautifully done. That was a very, very nice effort. That's goal number 2 for Sebastian Barthold. Teed up nicely by Sagosen. Ironically, the two will be club teammates in Denmark at Aalborg next year when Sagosen moves. 5 minutes in then, 3-goal lead for Norway. Some attacking foul called against Brazil, but Overbu may have taken a knee where it hurts. And that was a solid block, which the referees immediately penalised. Doesn't make Overbu feel any better though. They'd hoped to turn the bench after a good start. Norway, not at all. In fact, they're still with their starting lineup. Brilliant save by Da Rosa, and picked up well by... it's going to be Petrus who collects the ball, and thought he might get a little bit more. He almost looked like he wanted to have a chat. Oh, that was a rather crude challenge by Overbu. So once again, we seem to have these little pockets of 4 minutes for both teams in the first half when they didn't score, and one team came racing back and took the advantage, then the next team did it. Langaro, too much space. And goal number 5 for the Dinamo Bucharest back player. To the line, good play, good save again, Da Rosa. 2 big saves back to back. Nothing given. He should have released the ball on the right wing. Only had eyes on the goal and paid the price. Recovered well by O'Sullivan. Happy to slow things down. He'll go off, change between attack and defense. While it looks like Overbu is coming off for a substitution. Solstad going back in again on the line. Getting robust defending going on at the moment, and Sagosen And that was a hard tackle. Rød also looking a little bit ruffled. And it's going to be a 2-minute suspension for the Brazilian captain. This is the foul, though, on by Monte on Rød. But there's the foul. Ooh, yeah, slap in the face. So Petrus is off for 2 minutes. Another power play for Norway. Brazil has only just got back to full strength again. Røndal, that's an attacking foul, charges into the defenders. No space there. So coaches will say, don't run at the defenders, go in between them. There he is, the captain, Thiago Petrus. Plays for Barcelona, hugely experienced. This is his 7th World Championship. Playing his 170th international today. Although he's used in defence only, Petrus, he has scored 234 goals for Brazil, so he's had his moments. Langaro. Barros. Into the wing, oh, off the post, and stolen. Sagosen, oh, off the post as well. And the metalwork being tested here in Oslo. Can't believe it, Sagosen. Crowd getting behind the team now. Oh, he's not happy. Quite understand why they are sitting back, and Langaro being given the chance, and once more it's a 1-goal game. 6 for Langaro. Oh, and there's more trouble. Just as Brazil get back to full strength, they've had 3 successive 2-minute suspensions. It's Dupuis this time. Barges into Rød while he's mid-air. Another penalty for Røndal to take. Oh, comes away empty-handed. And Matheus Martins, that was an inspired substitution. Tried to go through the legs, but not quite there. Plays for Pinheiros, runners-up in the Brazilian Championship. So short-handed Brazil once again take out their goalkeeper and put on the extra attacker. Sidestep. Rodriguez, Langaro, think about getting the goalkeeper back in again. Passive play, they are now. Rosa goes in. Bergerud looking for the long pass. There was a little bit of space on the left. Instead, they decide to bring it up. So 10 minutes into the second half, there's absolutely nothing in it here in Oslo, as the hosts are being held. See, over 5 minutes for Norway since the last goal. That's a penalty. Sagosen foul by Langaro as he goes to shoot. And he feels his arms being locked by Sagosen, but that's not going to help. So Martins back in again. Can he do it once more? Sagosen will take the penalty himself. Oh, and he comes away empty-handed too. Second penalty save for Martins. Just try to put it down next to the standing leg, but hit the foot instead. Sagosen, who's not a regular penalty taker for Kolstad in the Norwegian League, 58 goals, all from open play. He has taken penalties before. It's still something you need to keep practicing regularly. And Norway have failed on all 5 last attacks. That includes a couple with penalties. So it's another 2-minute suspension. Well, this is just comedy of errors now. 4 back-to-back, and Rode has been fouled twice to get them. And it's going to be the end of the match for Oliveira. Red card it is for his 3rd 2-minute suspension. So his game is over. He will have to leave the bench, but they are allowed to replace him after 2 minutes. The Sporting Club of Portugal line player, his opening match of the World Championship comes to an end. Now, normally with a red card, there's no suspension for following matches. That would come with a blue card where there's a review with the IHF. So he heads off, rather forlorn. And in fact, he's been given a double suspension for arguing with the referees. And that means that they can't replace him for 4 minutes. Well, after missing earlier, Grøndal bravely steps up and takes it. And that makes it 4 from 5 penalties now. And beats Martins, who's saved 2 already. 2-goal lead. Brazil have got one of their suspended players back, but they are now still short-handed for just over 3.5 minutes. No goalkeeper at the other end. Langaro. Montes come on with him. That could be an interesting combination. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely fired that one through. And Barros, or Rodriguez rather, beg your pardon, with his 3rd. They're back to within 1. Grøndal, arm straight through. Nothing given. Flowers over the top. Referees say he didn't quite control the ball. Frustration because they've had a few shots, breakthroughs, point-blank range off the post. That one going over the top. And their shooting stats going down. 59% success rate. Vila may well be concerned about that. Ironically, Brazil are now outperforming them in that respect with a 60% success rate. Norway scoring just 1 goal in coming up to 8 minutes. Is this going to be a shock on the opening day for Norway in Group E? To the line, penalty. And now a chance for Brazil to level the score and really put the heat up on Norway. Releases the ball. And Torbjørn, or Bjørnsen, getting himself in the wrong place. They're going to change goalkeepers. There he comes off. Andre Christensen comes in. His first match for Norway in a major championship, is 6th overall. What a moment to come on. He's up against Hackbart from 7 meters. Hackbart scores there, and that's it. It's all square. Hackbart, the Cuenca player. A small band of Brazilian supporters loving this. Problem as well for Norway is that they could still go through even if they lose this match, but you carry the results of the matches against the teams that qualify with you, and the likelihood is in this group that oh, brilliant in-flight goal, teed up beautifully. Well, that'll be a morale booster. Sagosen season coming in. And Rød with the in-flight goal, beautifully delivered. As I was saying, with the USA likely to be the team to finish fourth in this group, Norway know that this result will go through to the main round. It's time to move across Rodriguez, but the whistle's already gone. So coming up to the midway point in the second half. Monte, space for Langaro. They're level again. Almost on the stroke of 15 minutes played. Big smile from Langaro. Monte did a great job to tee him up. Oh, good play. And that's a penalty. Shove in the back for Overbu. Clock has been stopped. Rød had to come around and get free because suddenly Sagosen was stranded left back with no one to pass to. No change in goal this time. Da Rosa stays. Grøndal. Oh, and saved again, Da Rosa. Three penalty misses in a match. Oh, a disastrous run for the Norwegians. Crowd are trying to lift them. Monte. Oh, he's given the ball away. Now Sagosen's gone. They're not going to catch him. It's down to Rosa. Oh, and he delivers the goods. Brilliant. Save. And Sagosen having one of those days. Norway missing 3 of their 5 fast breaks. He could have scored this with his slippers on normally. Earl Sagosen, 2 goals from 7. And now Brazil are in front. Carvalho. His third. Shot early and shot low around the defender. And a change of goalkeeper, Christensen coming in, 24-year-old newcomer, but he is having a terrific season at Sporting Lisbon. 88 saves in the Champions League for them this season, the 6th best of the league. Norway need to settle their nerves here. This time Sagosen finds it. Three goals, they're expensive from 8. But they're not leading for long. Back they come, Monte. Third goal for him. Well, end-to-end start. Rød with an absolute cannonball. He's on 5. Monte comes away again. It's been played at a cracking pace all of a sudden. What a game suddenly we have on our hands. Brazil, who have never beaten Norway in an official match. That's a team timeout for Brazil, their 2nd of the game. Just 1 left for Marcus Oliveira. Just under 12 minutes remaining.
Aqui, vamos fazer o X, tá? Lembra do vídeo agora do Egito? Vai fazer o passe pra cá, joga 2 contra 2. Esse cara vai vir para 1 contra 1, esse cara falso nas costas. O jogo é pro Panda no chute aqui, no centro da quadra, 2 contra 2. Tá? Tá? Mas tem que jogar 1 contra 1. Mas tem que fazer esse jogo de 1 contra 1, é diferente do 4 falsa falsa.
Você vai fazer pro Brian, tá? Igual.
Tá. Aí você joga 1 contra 1, deles vai nas costas, você vem e vai jogar do lado do pivô.
Vai direto porque vai dar passivo. Bola ali, retorno.
Well, this would be a remarkable result if Brazil could take the points here, or even for that matter, take a draw. Their shooting efficiency at 65% now is on par. Norway slipped down to 58% now, and 3 turnovers. And in goal, Rangel Rosa is on 8 saves with a 31% save rate. He has really come strong in the second half. Rosa looking for some additional help. Langaro has gone off. Monte, though, stays on. To the line. Is it stolen back? It's off the foot. Switch back again. Tønnesen has come on now for Norway. Oof, that was almost too high by Monte. So Tønnesen coming in for Rød. Solstad going to go in on the line, and we're going to throw caution to the wind with 7 against 6. Solstad and Øverby on the line, 3 at the back, and the 2 wingers very deep in on the corner. They've got the goalkeeper back in again now. It's going to be a free throw. He looks to the bench saying, "Do you want me to come off?" And he's been brought off. They're bringing back on Solstad. Tønnesen. Oh, yes! Rosa started going the wrong way, and Tønnesen hammers it on the far side. Second goal for him. Norway sneak back in front. 2 players sitting back on the line. No one went up to him. Monte. It's going to be a free throw. As ever, solid defending, this time on Carvalho. Tries to go around. We come into the last 10 minutes of the match. Monte, yes! Long-range effort, 4th goal. It's all square again. To the line, Sagosen, it was too fast, he couldn't control it. He felt he was fouled, Solstad. Referees say play on. Petrus still on at the moment, he's going to head off. There almost did seem to be a touch by a defender. He says it was on my hand. The referee seemed to think it was off the ball. So Langaro returns at left back. In the last 5 attacks, both teams have scored 3, failed with 2. Second line goes in. Dupu, the winger, has come around. He's on the far side. Passive play call now against Brazil. Oh yes, Langaro puts it wide. Not sure if Christensen got a touch on it. He may have got fingertips. Well, yeah, it's been for the 24-year-old. So again, no goalkeeper as Norway continues 7 against 6 and overload the defence. At the moment, both the lines. Oh yes! Oh, what a save! They've got a race for it because the captain's not given up on it. Petrus, he was charging up the court. There was the chance, and a clear chance as well. And once again, their shooting efficiency struggling here, Norway. They've had the chances. They've actually had 3 more shots than Brazil. Tunnison. Oh, yes. He's got such a hard shot if you just give him enough space. Good block on the line as well by Overby. That is the advantage of the extra line when you're playing 7 against 6. But it's still only a 1-goal lead. There's nothing in it. Monte tries to go through, penalty. The referee says Sargosson was inside the area. And again, one of those darting runs, gets away. And he certainly pushed him into the area, but there was a block from the side. Hackbart, who scored both his penalties so far, comes on. Christensen. That's comfortably put away. Hackbart with his 3rd goal, all from the 7-meter line. Ironically, Christensen, the Norwegian goalkeeper, Ernie Oliveira, the Brazilian, red-carded earlier, is his club teammate at Sporting. They have something to say when they go back to Portugal. And again, Sargosson empty-handed. He's having an expensive day at the office, that's for sure. Into the line. And again, Brazil edge in front. Rodriguez, 4th goal. 5.5 minutes to go. The nerves now must be kicking in for Norway. Team timeout, their 2nd. This is beautifully poised for an exciting finish.
Fortsatt. Det fortsatt utdellinga som det står på. Solstad inn for Petter. Nei, defensivt, angrep.
Vi fortsetter med Norge. Vær med på at jeg spiller dobbeltpass til deg, så du trekker litt i Petrus, og så går jeg på 3 da, fordi de tar ofte bort inn.
Ja, men jeg spiller bare, så jeg stresser.
Ja, fint. Hvis du får ballen, så bruk tid og dra med brett.
Så blir bra bak. Norge på 3, 2, 3! Norge!
Well, if the tension just couldn't be any higher. Rodriguez has come in, and it seems that Langaro, then Monte, and now Rodriguez have each had their spell of domination on the attack. Great play by the Chambéry right back. Here we go again, then 5.5 minutes for Norway to salvage the situation here. Oh, stolen! And a chance now for a 2-goal lead. Langaro tees up. Oh, to the rescue, Christensen. And that could really have put pressure on Norway. Grøndal tries to release it, beautifully read by Langaro, who steals it. 1-on-1 though. Christensen reads it perfectly. Still though, the ball with Brazil. We're into the last 5 minutes. I think they've found the perfect lineup across the back with Rodriguez, Monte and Langaro. Norway defending very deep now. Oh! The referees have stopped play. I think a bit of mopping needed on the floor as he slid across. Monte caught high in the end, but he was reaching across the body. Let's talk about a last-ditch challenge. But he it looked rather agricultural. 4.5 minutes remaining. Brazil leading by 1 on the attack. They have never beaten Norway in an official competition. Villa, who stayed cool as a cucumber in the team timeout, but his heart must be racing here. Sitting here in front of some 13,000 spectators, including King Harald of Norway, and it's not quite gone to plan for the joint hosts. Passive play call now against Brazil. Probably used one of their passes already. The pass is taken at the bottom there. That is just an estimate. It's the referee's decision ultimately. It's saved, but foul on Rodriguez, who was being held very high. He looks to the referee and thinks, well, should it have been more? And when you look at it there, well, he just managed to keep his hand off the throat, Ek Aga. And I think they've been told that this is the last pass for Brazil, the way they're lining up, putting a wall up for Monte to take the shot. Four players there, wing waiting wide. Tries to go through, oh, he's got it back and smuggled it in! And Monte, a 2-goal lead now for Brazil. Unbelievable. Rondal blocked, and they're going to defend for all they're worth now. Dropped the ball, looked like he may have lost it, but in the end goes through. 3 goals without reply. Brazil now very much in the driving seat, and Norway looking very nervous out there. 3.5 minutes remaining only. Clock's been stopped. Incredible. It's been one of those days for them though. Sagosen, star player, having a bit of an off day today. 3 goals from 9, although he's had 4 assists. Norway again with 7 against 6, but Jonas Vila knows that the clock is not their friend right now. Time is running out. But for Marcus Oliveira, bringing in 7 players making their debut at a major championship here. It was a big gamble, but for the moment, it looks like it might pay off. Röd, it's one thing to bring in new players, but that's wholesale changes. Oh, lovely breakthrough. Brilliant play, Rondal. They needed that. Brings to an end a run of 3 goals without reply. Little sidestep around Rodriguez and straight through. Relief for the crowd. 1 goal lead for Brazil into the last 3 minutes. Langaro. Such an experienced player, Langaro, who was at Barcelona until the summer when he moved to Dinamo Bucharest. Röd told just keep it easy. 2.5 minutes. Monte. Little handoff for Rodriguez. Looks for the line. It's stolen, but recovered. Oh, big save, Christensen. But it's picked up inside the area. The ball stays with Brazil. And Christensen can't quite believe it. Everyone fumbling away, and it was very close to being a 2-goal lead again. Clock's being stopped again, it just adds to the tension. A goal now, and Norway will be feeling very hot under the collar. Jonas Vila pacing endlessly on the bench. Here we go. Hang on to your hats. Dupoux comes out, drops back in again. Well, now the crowd trying to unsettle Brazil. Into the last 2 minutes. They're taking their time here. Monte scores! Number 6 for Monte, and again a 2-goal lead inside the last 2 minutes. big defense by Akbar. And it's a team timeout for Norway. 1 minute and 40 seconds to salvage the situation.
Vi kjører ekstraspillet, og så går vi til 5. Vi løper hjem i 6-0, så går vi fram med deg i 5-1. Ok, du eller Bjørnsen får bytta der. Ekstra, men... Ja.
Ekstra med dobbelt vred, så Petter løper og bytter. Thomas skal ut hvis de løfter med 2. Så skal du bare være spillbar. Åpne for meg og Sander, så har vi et sinnssykt rom, altså.
Hei, vent da. Petter bytter.
Ja. Thomas går i bred,
Okay.
og når de løfter med 5.
Okay.
Åpne for deg og meg i 2 og 3.
Jeg tar enda fart inn i ballen. Hei, tro deg på oss selv. Norge på 3, 2, 3.
Start to wonder if this is a case of playing at home is not necessarily an advantage. There is King Harald of Norway watching on with the president of the Norwegian Federation. And we mentioned earlier, the problem for Norway is that they will still go through to the main round, very likely, but they could go through having dropped a couple of points. Brazil will very gladly take to the next round. Rød. Sagosen. Is he nervous about shooting? He's put it out of play. And now Brazil are going to see how slow they can play in the remaining minute and a half. Norway go man-to-man marking now. And team timeout for Brazil. That's a good play by Marcos Oliveira. Just to give time for his players to collect their thoughts and prepare for what's coming with the man-to-man defense.
Tem que jogar sem bola. Joguinho de desmarque, fizemos muito.
Vou falar só uma coisa, se perder a bola,
Não toma 2 minutos.
toma 2 minutos e volta ou se
Vai.
Não perde a bola. Guerreiro! Brasil!
Sem graça na finalização.
Well, fantastic scenes in the arena. The Brazilians believe for a moment here that they're going to pull off what would be another spectacular success. The Norwegian fans rather stunned into silence just now and looking for the miracle. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Here we go. They've got to keep their cool. Norway will try and pressure them into making a rash pass and stealing it. Monte. It's going to be a free throw. They've stopped the clock. We're coming up to the last minute. Monte's looking up there. They want to play it slow, but Norway aren't giving them the option. And they've changed now and brought on Guilherme Borges. Quick player. Let's see if he can... Oh, what a goal! And surely that's it! And Brazil are going to pull off a big shot on the opening day in Group E. Langaro, the scorer. That's a penalty. They've stopped the clock. There'll be a 2-minute suspension. It's somewhat academic at the moment. But in the last 7 minutes, it's been a 5-1 exchange for Brazil. There's the foul. And so Langaro, having scored the last goal that may have put this beyond Norway's reach, is now sent off. Oh, and the penalty's missed. The 4th penalty miss of the match. Bartol this time. Not a regular penalty take at Aalborg in Denmark where he plays. And it's all over now. And not only that, the goal difference is getting worse for Norway. 4 down. What a disastrous ending. Well, they put it away, but it's rather a half-hearted effort. No celebration from Bartol. And that's going to be it. And incredibly, what a turnaround. Brazil have shocked the co-host Norway here in Oslo. Coming back from behind to win the game as Norway looked more and more nervous. And at the end, they conceded a 6-2 turnaround. And Brazil take the win unbelievably here in Oslo. The final score, Brazil 29, Norway 26. There will be celebrations long into the night for Brazil. This new young team, so many experienced players missing. Moreira unavailable with the injury. For Norway, I'm afraid, Sagerson with a bit of an off day, 3 from 9, but then the whole team really slightly off with a 58% success rate on their shooting compared to 66 for Brazil. And rather glum faces. Norway will be there in the main round, but this could be costly for their chances of going through to the quarterfinal. But Brazil, who were 4 down at one point, in real trouble. The Player of the Match award to be made by the Prime Minister of Norway, Jonas Gahr Støre. It's maybe came down hoping that it might be one of his own players, but Rangel da Rosa with 11 saves, a 33% save rate and 2 penalties, picks up the Player of the Match award. The award, which is supported by Hummel, will see a donation of handball equipment to young girls in Sierra Leone as part of the development of handball program. But for Brazil, what a start to the World Championship. And Norway undone in the second half, mismanaging the last 10 minutes of the game. They were mostly in front until the last 10 minutes when they started to slip. And it just seems that the nerves kicked in. And they will have to turn things around for Brazil. Their next match, a big one against Portugal in a couple of days' time. Norway will be up against the USA, who may feel a bit of a backlash as the Norwegians look to rebuild their confidence after what has been a bit of a traumatizing second half. The chance is definitely there for them. But Brazil put them away when it counted. And Da Rosa, great play in goal, but Monte with his 6 goals, Langaro with 7. And Rodriguez, who scored 4, really there to pick them up and turn it. So O'Sullivan, the captain, important role for him now to pick up his teammates and say, right, that's it. Let's just learn from this and move on, win everything else, and we'll still be there at the end. But Marcus Oliveira will be absolutely delighted. And for many of these players, in their first ever match in a major championship, to come away winners against co-host Norway, that is some turnaround. Great scenes here in the Unity Arena in Oslo. Let's have a look then at the statistics and see how this all fell apart for Norway, and they're finishing 58%. They actually had 1 more shot than the Brazilians, who won a 66% success rate, but 4 penalties scored from 8 only really came back to haunt them. And even the fast breaks, 2 from 5, it just wasn't their day. They looked nervous out there. Turnovers roughly similar, 7 Norway, 6 Brazil. And the suspension, Brazil, 7 of them. They even had a red card for Oliveira and still end up on the winning side. So this is top scorers in the game. Grøndal with 6 and Rød with 5, the best of the Norwegians. But Langaro outscored them all with 7 of his. And Monte with a huge game, scoring 6 for Brazil. Now it is still, though, a degree of reliance on experienced players at the back. The danger for Brazil is, as the tournament goes on, are they going to drain them too much? And this is the story then. A good start by Brazil, then Norway got back into their stride, got back in front. We then had a very quiet 8-minute spell with just 2 goals from Brazil. And then the final 10 minutes, it all fell apart as Brazil came back, got in front, and then kept the pressure on Norway, who looked nervous and made more and more mistakes. for Norway. 2 fast breaks and 4 7-meter throws, but not with the percentages you would expect. And the breakthrough, 7 from 13 on a breakthrough at point-blank range, should be better. Long-range shooting, generally when they had it was good. Rød put away some very nice long-range efforts. And then on the line, well, they didn't quite manage to get as much service there as they might have liked. For Brazil, then they missed their only fast break, and they missed one of their 4 penalties, but breakthrough 7 from 8. And they had one straight from the center on a throw-off. Otherwise, they did manage to find the line on a couple of occasions, but the long-range shooting, in total, they had 14 goals. Monte, Rodriguez, and Langaro really delivering at the back. So that's it then here, and Norway undone at home. And they end up sitting in 3rd place in the group, with Portugal at the top with that big +9 goal difference. Brazil on +3, with Norway in 3rd and the USA in 4th place. What an opening day we've had here in Group E in Oslo. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a really exciting day to get going, and Norway need to bounce back in a couple of days' time. Thanks for watching. Hope you can join us again, but for now, from me, Paul Bray, good night.